Good evening, dear students. Today I will discuss regeneration in gas turbines. As in last two lectures, we discussed about reheating and intercooling. Now, what is regeneration process? Actually, in this process, the air after compression and before entering to the combustion chamber is heated with the help of gases of exhaust heat with the help of heat of exhaust gases from the turbines, right? So in this, thermal efficiency of the cycle is increased. How? Let us see here. 1 to 2 compression, 2 to 3 regeneration here. This is done with the help of a regenerator or heat exchanger in which heat of hot gases is transferred to the compressed air, right? So this preheated air is then entered into combustion chamber. That means we have to supply less heat as compared to simple cycle, right? Again 4 to 5, 5 to 6, next process same here, okay? So what is effect here? Thermal efficiency with regeneration, W net upon heat supplied, right? W net turbine work minus compressor work upon Cp, T4 minus T3, mind it. Now, means with the help of regeneration, heat is supplied from 0.4 to 3, means T4 minus T3, whereas without regeneration, left efficiencies and it others Wt minus Wc upon Cp T4 minus T2. Here heat is supplied, mind it, Cp T4 minus T2 means Cp T4 minus T2 is greater than Cp T4 minus T3 means this term. So input is reduced, that is why thermal efficiency is increased. Now whatever effectiveness of heat exchanger, that is actual temperature rise to maximum possible temperature rise. So what is actual temperature rise? That is T3 minus T2 obviously, and what is possible? That should be T5 minus T2. This is also called, means effectiveness of heat exchanger is also called thermal ratio or degree of regeneration. Or what are effects of regeneration now? Means W net is same because turbine work and compressor works are same. So net work output is same, but thermal efficiency is increased. For objective point of view, thermal efficiency is increased, net work output is same. Mind these 2 points. Regeneration point, right? Point 3, point 6, exhaust gas temperature after regeneration. In case of ideal regeneration, this temperature T5 at this point should be here, but not in actual, mind it. In case of again ideal case, these 2 points should be at the same level, but not actual, because if in actual these points should be temperature at 3 and this will be same, then what will happen? There will not be any exchange of heat because we are not adding any other device for transferring heat from lower temperature to higher temperature. That is why simple, this is a heat exchanger. So always T6 will be above the T3 in actual, but in ideal we consider that these 2 points are at the same level. Okay, T4 is maximum here, right? Next, so we are discussing about these 2 points, right? These are very important points. This is regeneration point. Regeneration, right? एंड होता है यहाँ पर रिजेनरेशन का, यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है यहाँ तक आके, ठीक है? तो यहाँ से हो क्या है, आपको कभी कभी न्यूमेरिकल में एक एफिशिएंसी पूछ ली जाती है ऑफ आइडियल रिजेनरेटिव साइकिल, राइट? इन दैट केस thermal efficiency turbine work minus compressor work upon heat supplied, Cp T4 minus T5 upon minus Cp T2 minus T1. अपॉन CP T4 माइनस T3, CP कैंसिल हो जाएगा आपका. बट फॉर आइडियल रीजनरेशन आपको भी बताया था, आई डिस्कस्ड ऑलरेडी दैट दिस टेम्परेचर T5 should be equal to T3. T5 should be equal to T3 for ideal regeneration. So we can put here T4 minus T5 minus T2 minus T1 upon T4 minus T5 at this, right? T5 at the place of T3, right? On solving, this will be cancelled out. 1 minus T2 minus T1 upon T4 minus T5. T1 is outside the bracket. 1 minus T1, T2 upon T1 minus 1. T4 bracket 1 minus T5 upon. Let this is equation number 1. Now for process 1 to 2, this is ideal isentropic compression. So T2 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon P1 power gamma minus 1 upon gamma, or this is pressure ratio. Gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Again for process 4 to 5, isentropic expansion process, T4 upon T5 is equal to P4 upon P5 power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. But P4 is equal to P2 and P5 is equal to P1. So this is equal to P2 upon P1 power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. That means again pressure ratio Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. On putting these values in equation number 1 minus T1 upon T4, Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Now this is T4 upon T5 or P4 upon P5, but here is what? T5 upon T4. So this will be 1 upon Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma, right? On solving, 1 minus T1 upon T4, Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Here you will take LCM and then Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1 upon Rp, and that will be on numerator side after solution, right? So what is the efficiency? 1 minus T1 upon T4 power into Rp power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. This is efficiency of ideal regenerative cycle. Mind it, ideal regenerative cycle. In that case, T5 is equal to T3, right? Mind these 2 points, right? This will be always above the T3 because here we are not using any additional device to transfer heat. So temperature of this point will be always greater than this, right? Okay, thank you. I think this will be very fruitful for you, and this is sometimes asked in the competitive exams also. Mind its effect. Water thermal efficiency is increased, net work output is same, that is not increased like interpooling and reheating. In reheating and interpooling, net work output increased but thermal efficiency decreased in reheating, but here thermal efficiency is increased. Okay, thank you.